welcome back to the channel. As many of you know, I had a 2024 Z06. I sold it, was fortunate enough to get a 2025, and there are some things that I didn't get to do to my 2024 that I really want to do to my 2025. And some of these products I'm going to talk about today and show you. I was always a little hesitant to work on the car myself, and I'm coming out with a whole series of how I transformed my car from a 2LZ to a 3LZ, and that's future videos coming, which again, talking about testing your will and patience is doing interior work on your Corvette, and we'll get to that in another video. But we're going back to the engine bay, and for some reason, the engine bay is extremely lackluster surrounding an amazing engine. So this is the dilemma of a lot of Corvette people, C8 people, is how do we make the engine look better? So I'm sure a lot of you have seen these products I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about them again because I'm just doing a little bit different and I'm getting my products through a few different companies. So today we're talking about C8 Rally Driver. I found this company. They have amazing products and I've been ordering a lot from them. So we are going to show kind of a little bit of what I'm doing. And this is kind of a basic install. It is all about the engine cover, you know, the hood, if you will. And we're going to put some pieces on it that are functional, look really good, and actually save some weight. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is these beautiful carbon fiber hood strut, if you will, basically the engine hood strut, and these are to replace it. So not only are these beautiful carbon fiber, as you can see, they also are supposed to save about 2.5 pounds from the stock. The stock ones look terrible. I mean, they just look plasticky and just, again, don't get me started. 6-figure car, the stuff they use, shocks me sometimes. But anyway, so these are a really cool product, and these are carbon fiber. I got them from C8 Rally Driver, but they came from Paragon. So I believe they have a partnership and they kind of share products between each other. So you can get them from Paragon, you can get them from there. They're the same price, and they just look amazing. The only reason I went straight to C8 Rally Driver is because I ordered the brackets that come with it to support it. So again, carbon fiber, nice, saves weight from the stock, and we're going to install these, and I just think it's going to add a really beautiful touch to the engine hood that, again, is so lackluster. It's unbelievable when you open that thing up. Besides the engine, and some other things that obviously we've done, we did the Venturi, so it's getting like really good, but from scratch, terrible. I'm sorry, it's just terrible. So there's those. So we're going to install those. So then the next part is, and the reason I kind of waited to do all this installation is because I only had one part of this that came in because I ordered another bracket. I ordered brackets, but I had them specially painted because the color of my interior is Seawolf Gray, which is white. And I'm sorry, Seawolf Gray is the color of the car. Sky Cool Gray is the color of the interior, which is actually white. So I'm doing white accents in the engine. So I had to test a few pieces just to see which white I needed, but it's actually Arctic white. So I got the Arctic white engine plate cover. The person who made the car, that's super cool, amazing. And then I needed a few more accents because when the engine hood is open, you can actually see through the back window into the interior, which is now getting to the point where it's almost all Sky Cool Gray, white. And so I was debating what color I wanted to get because I wasn't sure if I just wanted like a black gloss. But then I just kept looking and looking. I'm like, no, I'm going to do Arctic white. So like these pieces come, you order them, and then they go out for painting. So, and it's because it just, which makes more sense. The way this stuff comes packaged from C8 Rally Driver is next level. I just love the packaging. It feels so good. And it's important, I think, take some time to do those packages. So here's what I ended up ordering. And I'm so glad because once they came in, they just look so good in person. And there's this little tag, but these are the Arctic white latches. And so this piece will latch onto this, And then this is how the hood will stay open. I guess another advantage of these, which I read about, is it actually opens the hood, engine hood, all the way, where the factory ones open it a little bit and you have to actually push it the rest of the way. So they're, again, functional, save weight, do a lot of different things. But these are just beautiful. I mean, these, I love it. They are really light. So I'm hoping these save a little weight too. I'm not that guy that's so into like the weight savings. If I can, fantastic. I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm more like aesthetics. I want the aesthetics to look good. So I'm really hoping that, not hoping, but I know these are going to look amazing. And I also ordered all the things in the back of the car, and I'll have videos on that, but I ordered the titanium screws that go in here because the ones that come from the factory look cheap and worn out. And so I'm going to have brand new bolts going into these also. So it's just going to look really good. So titanium bolts with these, with the new carbon fiber strut. I mean, I just think it's going to be next level. So I'm really excited about this. I know a lot of people have seen these. I know a lot of people have already done this, but what I'm trying to tell is my journey in terms of how I've processed things and how I've decided on which colors and which products to go with, because there are some other manufacturers out there that make something similar. At the end of the day, I just came back and I said, C8 Rally Driver, I love their pieces. I love their parts. And they can customize them in the color I needed, where a lot of companies either have red, black, or blue. They have actually where you can pick the actual color that you want. So they're customized, which when you see some of the other parts of my engine that I'm doing, you'll understand why I went this route. Plus the interior is sky cool gray. Even though these are Arctic white, you can't get sky cool gray because sky cool gray is white. I'm just telling you, it's white. And so these look amazing. These will just reflect off the interior. It's almost like I'm matching a pair of shoes with a pair of pants. So it's just awesome. I'm super excited. So let's get out there and get this thing installed. So here we are at the install portion, and I'm getting ready to take those brackets off. And it looks like it's a Torx 40. And we're going to do this, and I have it propped with my truck broom. I don't know, it's kind of rigged because you're supposed to basically have somebody hold it or prop it up. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So the first thing, they talk about removing this one by putting a little screw. Here it is. Okay. So there's that. Okay. So I have this off, and thankfully that held. So I'm going to actually probably just undo this one too. Okay. So basically what this is, you just put a little screw driver in there, this little screwdriver in here. You pop this one, and so now it's exposed. And these are definitely a lot heavier than what the new ones are. Okay. And these are in here pretty good. So C8 Rally Driver also has the titanium, and I just think it looks so much better. So, and it comes with, it's just so nice. So here's now. Okay. This one. Looks like you have to. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. So you have to push that a little. Okay. All right, there it is. I think it looks good. All right, here we go with the other one, other side. Let's do this. So the hood is open so much wider with this on. Let's see. But look how, I mean, it's open so much wider. Okay. Let's open this up again. Look how nice and wide it opens. You can just see the engine so much better. So if a lot of this stuff we're doing for car shows, it just looks next level good. So, all right, guys, thanks.